Hello to all you cool squirrels and chipmunks. Welcome back to another Amazing Random Somethings episode where today, well, something special has happened. So I've been waiting an entire week for this. I'm actually going to unzoom you. There we go. But I've been waiting an entire week for this. And it was hard waiting for it. But they came. Some new duck decoys that we ordered off of Flambeau. They finally got here. And as you guys know, it's nearing duck season actually. As of right now, it is September 4th? Yeah, 4th. Which is teal season. I know, I'm sorry. Haven't gone yet. Tomorrow we're going to goose hunting. Gonna make a video on that if we shoot some. But, yeah. So, some new Flambeau decoys come in. And just as a comparison, I'm gonna show you some, decoys that we used last year. I think the Flambeau ones are a bit better. So, here are the decoys. Yeah, you can see the cheap little weight and so on. Yeah, we don't have weights for the new ones yet. We're gonna get those soon enough. But, I mean, they work, but they're not nearly as good as the new Flambeau ones. Since then, we have got some Avianex decoys, some mallards, which I'll show you, and some wood ducks, and blue-winged teal, which are Flambeau. The mallards and wood ducks are Avianex. Blue-winged teal are Flambeau. So, I'm not going to show you blue-winged teal, but I will show you the new mallards. I got them for my, for Christmas from my godfather. So, thank you. That'll be useful. But of course, didn't get them in time for duck season quite. But, still, thank you. I'm just going to slide these over here for right now so we can maybe do a little comparison. Here are the Avianex. Avianex, really good brand. As you see, just the paint and everything just looks so good on the hands and amazing on the mallards as well. Really good brand. I love these decoys. I love them. We got some turkey decoys as well. But, and, the wood ducks, like I said, and some pintail. I love Avianex, don't get me wrong. And I will probably still buy stuff from them. But, Flambeau has UV vision, so that's a little scientific little thing. If you don't know what I was talking about there with the sciencey stuff, yeah, Flambeau has UV vision, which, if you don't know, ducks can see in ultraviolet. So, it's like a little neat thing that they can do. So, basically, it looks more like a real duck than decoys without ultraviolet. I still like Avianex. These are still good decoys, and I'll still probably use them. But, Flambeau has that UV vision. Plus, my dad's company, which I will one day hopefully work for and maybe inherit, is partnered up with Flambeau, and we have contracts with them, so we get a huge discount on all their decoys. So that's why we have so many. But anyway, let's unbox them. Just gonna set these by the old decoys, and you'll get a good little comparison about if they're better or not. I mean, decide for yourselves, guys. I'm not 100% honestly. God, I love that paint job. It just looks like a real mallard. Start her out with the Ouija. Now these I bought with my own money. My dad bought the rest. So, yeah. They, as you see, UV vision. Watch the video. I may or may not have that linked in the description explaining it. That's what they look like. Let's get them open. I'm excited. One complaint, Flambeau, about your boxing. Why is it right here? It should be right here. Just saying. Anyway, let's unbox. Just gotta put a good incision right there. And I'll get half of it, maybe. Nearly. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, we got it open. And also, there's a bit of tape back here that I had to remove. Let me just say, I don't know why, because I don't use two hands. Well, actually, I kind of do, because just stabilize the box. But, I mean, cutting that tape is a lot easier with just one hand, not recording. Let's open them. Alright. So, this is my hand. You like my hand? They're nice packaging. Here we got the Drake. And the hen should be in there somewhere. There we go. The hen. The hen and the Drake. They are beautiful, aren't they? Let's open them up. Oh yeah, boys. These are good. These are really good. So, here you go, packaging. Don't need that. But anyway, there we go. Look at that. That's pretty. Got a nice fully plumed head. That's a pretty decoy right there. These are nice. I'm gonna set him to the side for right now. And get the hen. This is gonna be nice too. You know that? Don't need you. So as you can see, also I want to point this out. They never come with weights or wire, so you're gonna have to buy that yourself. And I'll do. I mean, most people probably know how to do it, but I will probably do just a little segment dedicated to that. But anyway, look at that. That, I don't know, hens just look really pretty to me. So, any of you hen killers out there, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna kill it. I mean, any of you you don't like killing hens, sorry, you do you, I'll do me, and I'm gonna kill hens because they look dope. Not as dope as the drakes, of course. I like killing drakes more, but hens look cool too. But anyway, look at that glossy eye. Good focus. There it goes. That's pretty. And you can tell these things are hand painted as well. They feel hand painted. Very, very nice. Better than I expected even. I mean, wow. These are really good. I love Widgeon. Widgeon just looks so cool to me, which is why I got these decoys. Because I want to shoot more Widgeon. And if you guys know, I'm not 100% if it really helps. But having Widgeon decoys and a Widgeon call, does that help shooting more Widgeon? Because I don't know if it actually matters all that much, but I think it does, and if it does, well, I don't care if it doesn't. This is just awesome. This is cool. But time to get on to the mallards and geese and goose field decoys. Beautiful. Now this is how to cut a box by Brett Grisb. Now what you're gonna want to do. There we go. See, it's just much easier when I'm using my second hand. I don't know. It just is. Because I'm able to stabilize it. Anyway, we got that boy open. Let's open him up. Alright. Let's see how they look, boys. Oh, yeah. They look nice. Alright, good. Well, I broke them already. Guys. But anyway. There he is. I'm going to get the hen out. Just real quick. This is also a 12-pack, just so you know. Alright. So, man. That looks like a pretty birdie. Alright, here comes the hen. I didn't have to turn into that one because I already prematurely opened it. There she is. Now, these are good deeks. A little better, just a tiny bit better than these ones. Tiny bit. Also, we don't have much wire in this guy. Whatever. But, yeah. So, like I said before, these are UV vision. So they're nice, pretty. And also, I like the glossy heads. That feels like, that looks like a real mallard head in the sun. Now the hen. Hen isn't quite as cool. She's pretty dull, but they do sell a more expensive line, and she has kind of spots on the bill. It's a little weird. I know mallards have that, but spots on the bill are kind of weird. Now, Avian X. Hen game, definitely better. And these Avian X are way bigger because, Flambeau sells a more expensive line. So, they're different. But, Avian X, hen game, I like that. A bit more, you can see the backs. So, but yeah, they still look neat, and these ones do have UV vision. Plus, you can see here, the hen has like a brown eye, and this one has more of a glossy black eye. So the eye is way better. And then for mallards, well, once again, bigger, because I already said it. The head is way more glossy, and the bill's more yellow. Because, as you know, Drake mallards tend to have a yellow bill. This one's kind of orange. So I do like these Drake mallards just as much. Except for the back feathers look a little more realistic on the Avian X. But anyway, still, UV vision, very nice. I still love them. I want to see what those more expensive brands look like. I want to see if they're I want to see if they're better. Because I'm just curious. These ones, I really like them, though. They feel nice, lightweight, glossy heads, glossy eyes, and yellower bill. I really like them. But, yeah, I want to see what those more expensive brands look like. I'm curious. I'm curious what all their decoys look like, really, because they really good brand. Lots of really good decoys. Anyway, now we got some honkers to look at. Beautiful. A really big box, because, you know, they're geese. But anyway, they got the tape right this time. Good job, boys. So, let's cut in. These honkers are actually quite heavy, which is interesting. Because, well, it's not that interesting, actually, because they're big honkers. Oh, yeah. That's a good size honker. Oh, they forgot the head. Well, 0 out of 10 easily. No, I'm kidding. They have detachable heads. We'll get the head on. Head. Now, so, goose body is relatively sized. There's the head. Here we go. Let's look at it. Alright, so, already, I really like it. Because, you know, all the different feathers look neat. Here we got the head. Good old head. Let's put that on. It's gonna be actually interesting to see how I do this. Not put on the head. Although, it's always interesting. Not good with heads, guys. You're supposed to put in, like, twist it. Alright. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we got the stupid head on. It's a little tough to get the head on, but, you know, when the finished product is done, it looks pretty dang sick. You can see the body. I love the body shape and the body colors. I love that they have, you know, the white butt. Geese have white butts, and it's, you know, pretty easy to see, and I like how they did that. It looks very good, like a marshmallow. So, I just said a goose butt was a marshmallow, okay. But, yeah. So I really like how they look. They look really good. They'll call in some geese. And now last year, we didn't have a goose decoy. We didn't have one floater. We had some shells, which I'm not going to show you, but we had some shells, no floaters. So, we'll be able to shoot more geese. And there is, for those of you who don't know, other head positions, like this one. Just kind of sitting down, chilling. Very thick head. But yeah, just kind of sitting down. He's chilling. So we got that done. Now, one more decoy box to go. This one I'm quite excited for because we're going to use it. And, yeah, it's going to be interesting. But I won't show you any other goose decoys because they'll look the same except for that different head. Anyway, let's get into the last decoy box. Now, the last one is also the biggest, so I'm just going to set it right near me. It's actually as tall as my chair. But, I already opened it. Here we go. This thing, well, this thing looks awesome, actually. Oh, yeah. So, I'm going to set the body right there. You guys can't really see it. I'm going to set the body right there. Like I said before, last year we had some shell decoys. Ooh, oh, wait a minute. Okay, but last year we had some shell decoys. That's all we had for goose decoys. And, no movement in our decoy spread at all. But now, well, we got these. Some other decoys that we just buried out. Now there's going to be some movement. But, look at that. Wow. I didn't expect them to have the soft head, but these ones do. Except for the white right here. Wish you guys could feel it. These ones have soft heads. I've never played with decoys like that. So now, this is how this is your goose decoy. Beautiful. Now there's some mechanism technology way I put them on. I'll figure it out real quick. Alright, so the situation is there's actually 3 body types. I don't want to mess around with them right now, right at this exact moment. 3 different body types, 3 different heads. But this one is the feeding. Those are feeding goose. Got a little crook in his neck, which I think that makes it look more realistic because he's like turning, you know, I don't know. It looks real. It looks like a real goose. Got the soft head. Haven't put on the stands yet. Gonna play around with that. Right now I got big boxes, tons of garbage, and decoys on the workbench. But yeah, I think I'm gonna probably end it here. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna teach you guys how to set them up. But the decoy segment of this video, the unboxing segment, is gonna be over and ended with here. So anyway, you guys stay tuned. We're gonna set up some decoys. Alright, so first, these ones come with the stands. We don't have any lead right at the moment, but we're gonna get that. So these ones come with the stands, which is nice. That's how you set it up, I assume. Oh yeah, and it wobbles in the wind, gets a little turn. Yeah, so that's how you set them up. These are actually really easy to set up. Just comes with a little band, you can see right there. You put that right around there. Boom, she's set up. Looking. And there's a little hole right there. little, and then you stick it like that, goes down, and looks real nice. There we go. So now I'm gonna probably set up the rest of the decoys. See you soon. Hello, once again. I'm back. I know for you guys it's gonna be like a second later, and, well, yeah, I'll be here. But for us, it's the next day. And we set out those goose decoys. We didn't actually shoot any of them. We didn't shoot any geese, but we had a flock that came into the decoys that we weren't expecting. They just cupped their wings immediately. As soon as we saw them, they were already pretty much in the decoy spread. So we weren't ready for that, and then they just flew right over us, and there was a big patch of corn. One of us shot one of them, but we don't know who it was. We saw just feathers falling, and then we looked for a while, walking around in that thick corn, and we couldn't find it. So, yeah. But the decoys worked really well. They looked amazing. I'll actually put a picture right there. They just looked amazing, phenomenal. So, I'm really glad for that, but there is one issue that I have. Lambo. One of the bodies wasn't made correctly for the other head that had to go with that. Like, all of the bodies have a head or a different size that the head, you pop it in easier. And one of them was, like, not made properly, so the head couldn't go in easily. You could still put it in and it still worked. But if there was wind, the head would fall off, so you had to have it a bit crooked, which would look weird. Luckily, there was no wind today. But, so we could have it on right. But that's a little issue. But otherwise, they work amazing. They look amazing. I'm really happy with that. So now, I bet you guys are wondering, maybe, how to put weights on a duck. Now, we only have the cheap weights right now, because we haven't gone to Scheels in a minute, or really wherever. If you guys have Scheels in your town, tell me. But we have that little weight right there. It'll work fine. It was just on one of the older decoys. That'll work good. So what you need is your weight, decoy wire, and what's most important, obviously, is your duck decoy. This is one of the new mallards we got. Look, I mean, that's actually iridescent right there. You can kind of see it, but it actually looks really iridescent, and the head has a lot of glow on it. It's like a real mallard drake. Oh yeah, and you also need this boy. I use this guy a lot. He only cost me $10 at Scheels. It's pretty nice. Got a little bit of wrapping right there. There we go. I got it. So, what you're going to want to do is, I have this table that I put the decoy. Actually, wait, I need grips. I need vice grips. You know what? It's fine. I don't need them. They're useful if you have those. Do I have them? You know what? I'll go look for a second. Found them. So, now these, I don't think they're really necessary, or they're not a necessity, but they definitely help. Now I think I'm going to show you guys what exactly I like to do, so you get the gist and you can understand exactly how to set up decoys. So what I like to do is you stop there. I like to take the decoy wire, put it right on the edge of the table, just like that. Here, I'm going to set you up. Then, take your vice grip. I'm not sure if that's even what it's really supposed to be called, but that's just what I call it. I think it is. Okay, and then, there you go. Just clamp it down. There. Now, you don't really have to worry about that. And I like to, this table's about, I think, 6 feet. Alright. I think the table's about 6 feet, if I don't drop this again. So, you can see where I have my Dr. Pepper. So, that's about as long as you need it. Sorry about this amazing footage here. There. That's about as long as you'll really need it. You don't need it too long because obviously you have waders and you have to be able to walk there. Then you take your knife and actually I could probably prop you up somewhere. Alright, so you get your knife, you got your decoy wire. What I like to do, get a little farther out from the table, so just to make sure that it's nice and far. Then I will usually, if I can actually do this properly, there we go. Beautiful. I wrap it around the knife so you can just easily, oh wait, I did that wrong. Here, I'm gonna make sure it's long enough. Yeah, it should be good. Wrap around the knife just like that, so then I can easily pop it off right there. And there's your decoy wire. You can see it easily. And then it makes it to the freaking window. So this is gonna be long enough. Then for divers, I don't really have a set of divers yet, but what I plan to do is double the length. Because, you know, you can set out decoys just with your boat. But for divers, yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. But, you know, this is just a little mallard. Do the same for widgeon. Do the same for geese. Just all that. Nice and simple. You get your decoy wire. I'll show you the rest. So then, take off the grip. You got your decoy wire. Now, I was using different weights than these. They're nice and fancy weights. But you just stick it through that hole. You can see this is excess decoy. I'm not sure why this is here. It just kind of is, you know. It's just the way it is sometimes. And then you're gonna I'll shorten that up. I'll get that close to the camera too. So just here, I'll show you the whole settle. You just gotta right through, and then tie a little knot. Come on now. Sometimes decoy wire does not like to behave. There you go. Straighten her out. Make sure she's good and tight, because you don't want that coming off in the marsh. And there you go. And it should be long enough, longer than my arm span, so that should be good. And then you take your nice new decoy, and all you gotta do is tie it around. Here, I've done this in a minute. Let me just figure out how to do stuff. Actually, you gotta. I was wrong. Stick it through that hole. Or that. No, that would come out. Stick it through this hole. And tie it. Just like you did with the weights. Let me just do that real quick. If I could learn how to tie a knot, that'd be kind of neat. Yeah. Do the loop-de-loops. And voila. Make sure that's, I'm trying to get a good angle here. Make sure that's nice and tight as well. Don't want that coming off. And then all you gotta do, tie it around. Just like this. And your decoy should be nice and tight. There. But also what I like to do, another thing I like to do, is I like to stick the weight through part of the wire. So the weight isn't loose and can tangle up in your other decoy wire. And there you go. I mean, it's kind of loose, but you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. And there you go. Your decoy is all ready to be in the spread and shoot a duck. Now, I want to do a little talking about the decoys for just a minute. I really like them. I love them. They are just amazing looking. And look at that. That's so nice. I will probably still use Avian X. That's also a very good brand. I like them both a lot. And I mean the Canada Goose issue, that's kind of you know. But I mean, other than that, the decoys just look amazing. They look so realistic. They just look perfect. And they obviously work. And then the floaters, the head doesn't come on easy. But I think once you've got it good. So those are my little nitpicks. And I don't really like how that's just like a straight line. But that's just a tiny little nitpick. A duck who wouldn't care. Other than that, these are just amazing decoys. I cannot wait to use them. September 19th is the youth hunt. Cannot wait to use them. Already used some of the goose decoys. It's just going to be a blast, literally, with these things. I'm going to set them out nice. I love decoys. I love everything about them. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video. If you want to see more little how-to videos or unboxing of hunting stuff, like I could do a how-to called goose or mallard. I'm not that good with wood duck yet, but I could do either of those. I'm not amazing at it, but I could do it. Or maybe a mount showcase, some more hunting videos, some more fishing videos. I don't know, whatever you guys want to see, just comment down below. And I will see you all in the next video. Keep her moving.